Alright everyone, so for this video I'm going to be going over a skill called Reaper's Flurry for those of you that are playing in other regional servers and using a translated English patch. For others in NA and EU it's going to be called Blasting Gust. This is the skill here. Reaper's Flurry 3 is what you want to get. As you can see on my skill build, you can see that I have a lot of extra nonsense that you don't really need. Extreme Reaper's Flurry, I thought it was really cool when I first started playing, and it turns out it's a total waste of skill points. The DPS is really bad, it roots you in place. It's just not logical for you to use in any situation. So don't get it. Stop at Reaper's Flurry 3, this is what you want to get, and this is what we're going to use for this video. Okay, and then second of all, of course, you're going to need Extreme Evasive Shot, also known as Ultimate Evasive Shot. Okay, so Reaper's Flurry 3, what does it look like? You guys should know, but for those that don't, that's what it looks like. You activate it by pressing Q. You can hold on to the shot, and it's going to eat up your stamina, as you can see right here. It's eating it up. And then to fire, I'm going to left mouse click. Okay, so without canceling, if I wanted to spam this skill, this is what it would be like. Backspin, backspin. So it's kind of slow, which is why we do Q canceling, right? You've seen this in other videos before. That's Q canceling. Spamming, right? And in the previous video, I talked to you guys about practicing immediate canceling and delayed canceling, and this is where it applies here. So when you want to cancel your Reaper's Flurry, this is how you do it. First off is press Q. Like any other cancellation, you use the skill first, and then you're going to cancel with the directional key, either A or D, and then left mouse click. So I'll do D and left mouse click to cancel, and that's cancel. Okay, so I'll do that again in the other direction. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about delayed canceling for Reaper's Flurry. What does it look like? I just did it earlier. You do like half of a backspin. You can delay it until the very end of the animation, or you can do like halfway. It's up to you. But what you notice is that each delayed cancel, I move back a little bit. Right? So let's compare that to instant or immediate canceling. And you can see is that I'm just moving to the side. There's no back step at all. So that can potentially be an advantage or disadvantage. It's up to the situation. It's situational which one you want to use. Generally in PvP you're just going to be doing immediate canceling. So how do you immediately cancel? That is just pressing all three buttons at once. Q, a directional key, A or D, and your left mouse button. Okay? That's immediate cancel. You can press them all at the same time. Okay? Now if you want to spam it, all you have to do is just hold down all three. Okay, that was D. I'm going to do A direction. Okay, so that's how you can spam it. If you want to switch directions, that's also possible in the middle of canceling. So I'm going to go D, and I'm going to go back with A. D, and A. Alright, so what you may have noticed on the UI was that I kept lifting up the Q key. I didn't press it the entire time. You should press it the entire time, but I switched my fingers around because I don't have 6 fingers. Alright, so my ring finger is on A, my middle finger is on Q, so that would be when I'm spamming to the left, and then when I go on to spam to the right, my index finger is on D, and my ring finger is on Q, so that's why I'm switching around. You don't have to do that, it's up to you. That's my personal preference. It doesn't hinder me in any way, so I don't find the need to change that aspect. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about two other different variations of Q canceling. Alright, let me show you that. First of all, you can Q cancel forward towards your target or further away from your target. I'm sure you've seen this in many other, specifically PvP Ranger videos for Black Desert. You see them Q canceling forward and then Q canceling backwards, and it's really fast. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to do it, and my initial way to replicate it was incorrect, but it does work and it's a way for you to do it. So I'm going to show you that first just for the sake of knowing, and then I'll show you the proper way to do it right afterwards. Okay, so the way that I figured out how to do it was locking onto your target, and this technique absolutely requires you to lock onto your target, which makes it impractical for PvP. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk about how do you do it. Lock onto your target, you have your crosshair, aim it at your target, Scarecrow. Okay, now I'm going to lock on. How do you do that? Hold down your left mouse button while your crosshair is on your target. So now I'm locked in. I can turn my camera 90 degrees to the side, 90 degrees to the other side, and you can see that I'm still shooting at my target. But once I move past 90 degrees, I lose that. I lose the lock on. Alright, so that's not a good thing. In PvP, if another player, which basically every class has the ability or capability of doing some kind of dash or teleport motion, you lose that auto lock. So that's another reason why it's impractical. Another reason is that I'm going to back up a little bit. Okay, so I just lost my ability to lock onto the target. It doesn't register in my crosshair anymore, and I'm going to look down a little bit, and you can see the distance between my character and the Scarecrow is somewhere around 15 meters. 15 meters is just about the edge of the danger zone for rangers. You don't want to be this close to your target, and if you are, you better be Q canceling to get away, or kite, because if you get caught closer than 15 meters, closer than this, then you're good as dead. You're going to get stunned or knocked down or something like that. So that's one of the reasons why this technique is impractical as well for PvP, because you have to be this close in order to use it. And at this range you're just going to get killed. Okay, so how do you do this? If you just want to know, I'll show you. You're going to lock into your target, and if you can see, I'm turning my camera 90 degrees to the side. You can do it on this side too if you're more comfortable with that. I like facing the left. So the Scarecrow is now on my right, and to go to my right, I'm going to press the D button, right? Closer to my target, further away is going to be A. So that's how this is going to work. Again, lock into your target. Now you're going to do Q canceling to the left, which would be in this technique, Q canceling towards your target. And then Q cancel away from your target is A. D closer, A further away. Alright, so D, again, closer, and then you want to go away, you're going to do A. Alright, so what happens when you go too far away from your target? I'm going to Q cancel A, I start shooting at the wall. Okay, so again, impractical. So now I'm going to show you how to properly do it, and that's with the middle mouse button, known as mouse button 3. Okay, so how this works is, I'm going to press and hold my mouse button 3 right now. Okay, so now I've turned my camera to the side, and now I'm facing towards the Scarecrow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press D, and I'm going to press A. So what's happening here is, when you press and hold down your mouse button 3, or your scroll button, you're going to press it down. When you hold it, it's going to lock in your camera's initial position, not your character's position, your camera's initial position. And based on your camera's position, it's going to use your keys, A or D, according to its initial position. So I can lock in right now. I'm locked in. I'm going to turn my camera this way, and I'm going to press D. It's still going to go towards the Scarecrow because that's where I locked in, right? So the initial position was here, D was towards my target, and A is away from my target. So I'll turn around this way, D is still towards my target, A is away from my target. So that's how that worked. And you can use the same technique to Q cancel towards and away from your target, and this doesn't require you to have a target. So I'm going to stand further away just so I can show you. I can't lock into my target here, but I can still Q cancel towards the Scarecrow. So now I'm pressing and holding mouse button 3 to lock in. Okay, I'm going to press and hold it the entire time. Now I'm facing my target. I'm going to Q cancel D, right, because D is to the right with reference to my camera. So right, D is closer, A is further away. Now I'm going to Q cancel by pressing D, Q, and left mouse button to Q cancel towards my target, which is the scarecrow. Right, so that's how it works. Now I'm going to go Q, A, and left mouse button to go away from my target. Alright, so that's how Q canceling forward and backwards works. Very useful in PvP. It's a great technique to use. Practice it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.